Coronaeus, and I want to make real estate simple. I think there is a lot to know, a lot to learn, but a lot of people overcomplicate it. Wanted to show today my first rental property purchase, and it was in Cornelius, North Carolina, which is outside of Charlotte. It was a nice little townhouse right here on N unit townhouse. And my brother and I, we decided we wanted to. This is actually after we upgraded it a little bit, so that's an old listing. This is when we bought it. So it was a listed at 159,000. We closed for 156.9, so about 157,000. So negotiating back in 2013, we probably should have negotiated this down a lot. I would say the overall of what I learned on this is that it didn't cash flow very well, and it wasn't a terrible investment. We didn't lose money. We did end up making money on the sale. I'll just fast forward to the sale. So we bought it 156.9. We sold it for 157, but then we had about $3,500 in seller paid closing costs. So really, we sold it for 184, minus some other closing costs that are just naturally you have. We made about 20,000, let's say 2025. I think I actually didn't do the math, but I think that's what I remember. So it wasn't terrible, but wasn't great. But what I did want to show you guys was going into it, how we decided, even at the 156.9, if it was a good deal or not, if it made sense for us to buy. I meant to go through this 2.5 bath. I did not fill all this out. This is another spreadsheet that I used for something else that I copied. But let's go. I can go through the numbers pretty quickly with you guys, and then you can learn better that way. Anyways, so bought it for 159.9. We ended up purchasing it. 156.9 is what we purchased it for. If we put 25% down, so that would be 156.9 would be around 40,000, roughly $40,000 that we put down. One of the things that I always like to do is okay, how much are the rents? There's things I usually use Zillow. Now that I'm a realtor, which I wasn't at the time I was trying to become a realtor, I will use our local MLS. Our Charlotte MLS has rentals on it, so sometimes there's some really good comps on there. There's just something called rentometer, however you want to say it. Sometimes that gives you at least an idea or range, and that's the tough part with renting or selling any listing, is it's usually a range because you don't know exactly what the market is going to offer or respond. So I'm pretty sure what we thought we were going to get somewhere between $1,300 to $1,400 a month. So I forgot to pull it up, but I use a Zillow mortgage calculator. And so what I would do is put in 156,900 and put in the interest rate. I think our interest rate was somewhere around 5%. And again, sorry, I'm not doing this on the screen, but I'm just calculating pretty quick principal and interest. And then I'll add the HOA dues are going to have to be here too. But principal and interest, taxes, and insurance for this property, our insurance was really low, like $300 a month. Our principal, interest, tax, and insurance is somewhere around $800. Actually, I have it, my old income stuff right here. So right there, $761.30 is back in 2013. October is what we paid, and the HOA fee is what was $175. Repairs, let's estimate them at $50 a month. It should be lower than most than a single family house because it's a single family, or because it has the HOA because it's a townhouse. So like roof is covered, siding is covered, lawn care and stuff like that was covered in that $175 HOA. And then so out of the roughly $800 principal and interest was around $650. Taxes around $140, and then our insurance was really low. I think it might have been $200, but let's go with $200 a year. It was really low. So total expenses are around $1,042. If I think that rents are going to be $1,300 a month, that gives me a cash flow. I already did the calculations on this Excel spreadsheet of $258, and then annually $3,096. And then when I got here is 7.74%. So this took this annual of $3,096 and divided it by the $40,000 that we put down payment. So this isn't perfect. This is just a guess. And